All right, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today we have Marietta Coleman talking about the job market and how hiring is actually going for a lot of people, man. A lot of people are actually struggling, and she's going to tell you about why you should be working on yourself, developing skill sets for yourself so that you aren't, a slave to this system. Let's get into it.
Be sleepwalking. Have anybody ever heard the term sleepwalking and you realize that you're walking around sleep? You have not waken up to the fact that there is no job for you to go get. Some of you are saying you put in 100 applications. You're still putting in applications. You're riding here. You're riding there. You're wasting gas. You're wasting precious time. You're getting frustrated. You're mentally draining yourself. You are exhausted. It's time for you to realize that after 100 applications, 50 applications, 60 applications, it's time for you to realize that there is no job for you to go get. The job that you're looking for is locked up within you, because the job that you want, you're going to have to create, because all the jobs that you feel as though that you qualified for, they have already qualified them robots to take care of that job. AI is coming in whether you like it or not. There's no jobs for you to go get. All these jobs that y'all saying that are beneath you, you don't want that low man job, you don't want that low paying job, you don't want to do that. Those jobs are only left there so you can eat. If they can get a robot to do them jobs.
Man, there's this saying that's been going around, like the middle class is being swiped away. Guys, I've been hearing this since I've been an adult, and I'm sure it's been a thing since before I've been an adult. These AI jobs, or like these, I do a lot of prospecting for my business where I go out and I talk to people, and I always kind of bring up, is AI, you were worried about AI taking your job, and they're like, oh man, AI is laid off, or there have been lots of layoffs because of AI or things like that. But at the end of the day, people are not scared enough to do anything. It's like they're going to wait to the last possible minute to try to figure out how they're going to maintain for themselves and their family. Guys, do you want to be that person that looks your children, your wife in the face and says, man, I don't know? Or as your children grow up 20 years from now and they're like, Dad, you had crypto, you had the internet, you had content creation, you had so much opportunity, and what did you do with it? Guys, most people are going to become the person that they complain about. My mom and dad didn't do it, so now I got to do it. But you turning around and becoming the very person your children going to complain about. The same person you complain about in your parents is the same person that your children going to complain about in you. You got to figure out something. If you have any faith in the government, it's got to be that they're going to protect themselves at all costs. The only reason we still exist to the government is because we keep the machine running. Other than that, man, we would have been eradicated. That's truly what I feel. That's truly what I believe. The only reason we exist is to keep the machine running. That's pretty much it.
As well, they're going to take them away from you. So right now, it's a case of you got to grab what you can grab. It's money grab time. It's go time. You're going to have to take what you can get and collect as much money as you can, because there are people out there right now that are working 2 and 3. Some of them working around the clock, and they still can't afford an apartment. They still can't afford groceries. They still can't afford their car's insurance. They can't buy a car, buy a house. The list just goes on and on and on. We see what's going on. So don't waste no more precious time running around looking for a job that's not there. That's like you on an Easter egg hunt. You searching to see if you can find the golden egg. There's none out there. It's already been found. It's already been collected. It's already being used for their purpose, not for yours. When you're dealing with money, power, and greed, you got to move a certain way. You got to realize that it's not set up for you to win. It's not set up for you to prosper. It's not even set up for you to be able to be even noticed in this
To no win and no prospering. Guys, there's this acronym that goes JOB, is just over broke. They give you enough just to keep you coming back. And I'm a firm believer that it's been built that way for a reason. There was one time I heard a gentleman talking about how he took some time off of work to go on a vacation. He just, worked some jobs, then quit and went on vacation to explore the world a little bit. And then when he came back after kind of running low on money to get a new job, he was putting in an application, and the employer said, we noticed that there's a gap in your work history. Can you tell us about that? Like, he was like, oh yeah, I worked a couple of jobs, go on vacation, kind of enjoy myself. And he said the employer made a comment like, And he was appalled. He was almost like, what you mean? Oh, I'm sorry, I don't want to work my life away at the job. Sorry, I wanted to take some time to enjoy this one life that I have. Huh? It's almost like, man, you are looked down upon for leaving the system. How dare you not be a rat in the rat race? How dare you try to go build something for yourself? Man, I'm laughing at how sad that actually is, guys. It's almost pathetic. It's not even almost pathetic. It's beyond pathetic at this point. My question to you is this, man. Do you want to really look back or spend the next couple of years, even if the jobs do not go away, is it providing you with the quality of life that you want? Be real with yourself. Be real with yourself. You got to invest into yourself. And if you don't, then, man, nobody's going to feel that but you and the people that trust in you and the people that come from you. That's going to be the only people that are going to feel that. That's going to be your fault. That's going to be your problem. If you don't care, then, hey, I guess it is what it is.
Economy. It's like saying you don't even exist. You don't even exist. Nobody cares whether your finances are right. Nobody cares how much money you got. Nobody cares what walks of life you come. Nobody cares about your degrees. They don't care about nothing but lace in their own pockets at this time. And I just want to wake you up because you're sleepwalking. You're walking around asleep. This is why you're constantly putting in job application after job application. One day I'm going to get one, one day I'm going to get one, but now you're at 100 and you still have not gotten one. Now you're at 100 and nobody's calling you back. Now you're at 100. You ain't hit nary interview. You ain't worked nary day. You're at 100, but you're wearing your own body down and you're wasting time. And while you're doing all this, not only are you not prospering, not only are you not even making a dollar to even feed yourself, not only are you even mentally thinking about your own wealth and your own health, you're thinking about how to build somebody else. This is the time that you need to figure out how you can make some money to take care of you.
Taking care of yourself,
yeah,
for sure.
Back in the day, you could put in an application. You could jump from job to job. You could put in an application today and get hired tomorrow. You can even go to work.
Man, when I started working and the boss or the manager told me something crazy, it was like, man, I don't care. Jobs it was easy just to go get another one. People are like, well, you're going to be out of a job. I'm like, no, I won't. One, I don't live check to check. So even if I can't find a job, I'm going to be straight for a little while. Two, man, I can go find a job anywhere. Like, do I want to go through the process? No, I really don't. But it's not like you finna sit here and treat me bad enough to where I got to sit here and take it. I don't. But nowadays, man, it's not like that. It really is not like that, bro. You got to take a little bit more to the chin. You feel me? You got to be willing to doggone, you know what I mean? Like, something. Like, you got to take a little bit more. Or you can invest into yourself. Those are the choices you got. You either, you know what I'm saying? It's at what point is you going to become fed up enough, man? That's my question for you.
And cut your boss out and tell him, screw him, and leave that job and pick up another one.
Right.
Well, this is not that.
Right now, not no more.
You can't even pick up one job, let alone try to get two. So if you got a job, any kind of job, no matter what it is, I don't care if you're working at McDonald's, treasure that right now, get that money, stack your coins up, and do what you need to do to survive. Right now, it's a game of survival. There is no time to be sitting here trying to be picky, trying to be arrogant, trying to be the most expensive person on the block, because you're not going to win like that. You got to get in a place and get your mind thinking that I am the job. I got to figure out what I can do to build me. I got to figure out what I can do to live, how I can prosper, and how I can take care of my...
And here's the beautiful part about that, guys. You're not going to fire yourself. Worst comes to worst, at the end of the day, you're the last one to go. Why? Because you are the center point of whatever business or whatever organization or whatever you decide to start. You got to start looking at yourself like, I'm the important person here. But when you couple that with morals and integrity, other people start to feel safe around you. They're not just around you for a paycheck, even though some of them will be. Some people will truly follow you because they know beyond the paycheck, I can trust this person. You see what I'm saying? You're going to start to build a solid core group of people. And once it gets big, like, you can't maintain relationships with everybody. You can have company policies and things like that in place, but at the bare minimum, you take care of yourself. You at least care about yourself. You see what I'm saying? So It's more about what can I do to take care of me to where I don't have to rely on anybody else. Man, make sure y'all go ahead down to the website below. I'm willing to work with you guys. I'm not gonna promise you Lamborghinis and mansions. It's not gonna happen, but enough to replace a job is definitely something we're looking toward, and then we can start talking about the lavish lifestyles after the fact.
My family and how I can bring some money in this house. When you think about that and you think about it in that fashion, and you come out of this, I got college degrees, I am educated, which is wonderful. I'm not taking nothing away from you because you did earn that. But see, the system does not even honor that right now. Right now, they don't even care nothing about your degrees, your diplomas, your master's degrees. They don't care nothing about none of that. That right there to them means nothing. They letting you know that they're degrading you because they can put a robot in your spot to do what you can do, to let you know that all that's going out the window right now. So right now, what you got to do, the job market is dead. The job market is gone. The job market is lost. The job market is just, it's just to the point where you got to do what's available.
Mm.
I know you don't want to work for that low paying job because you're still thinking what it was years ago. Things are changing right now. Things are changing right now. You may have to take that lower paying job until you can get the job that you want, if you ever can get that job again. Right now, you're going to have to do something different. Maybe you're going to have to learn something different. Learn to work with AI. Learn what AI is all about. Learn how to work within the system. Learn how to even, be.
I think this is a perfect time to go ahead and talk about the platform that I'm a part of. Guys, I'm a part of One House. One House is a global e-learning platform where we live stream education. It's not more so for entertainment than it is education. We got AI, real estate, e-commerce, TikTok shop, trading, anything that you want to learn, neuroscience. We even got fitness on there, and we got a guy who does culinary, how to eat healthier so that you can, have great nutrition as you become more wealthy. This opportunity that we have here is for you to be able to come, earn, and learn on our system. And then on top of that, guys, we have even a partnership program where the more people you bring to the platform, the more people you expose this platform to, they're going to pay you for acquiring customers for them. A partnership program just for you. I'm going to go ahead and give you a nice little walkthrough. Also, there's going to be a link down in the description of what One House actually is. I'm looking forward to you guys to at least checking it out. Maybe it's an opportunity for you. Maybe it's not. But at the end of the day, it's out there for you. It's working for me. It's working for hundreds of other people. It may work for you.
Productive within that realm of doing the computers or whatever it takes for you to do what you need to do to climb up somebody's corporate ladder. But right about now, it's going to be a hard life to live if you keep running from spot to spot, putting in your 1,000 applications, and realize that your 1,000 applications are getting thrown out after even getting seen by anybody. So many jobs are laying off. So many people are closing their doors. So many small businesses can't even stay open. Families are moving into cars and RVs and sleeping outdoors. And the world is a mess. It's just a mess right now. And if you're blessed to be able to get enough money to eat right now, because the food is at crazy prices for even to get something to eat, and then you got all these people calling you, stressing you out. You got people now that want to call and borrow from you when you going through yourself. You stressed out yourself. You the one out here trying to beat the payment, trying to look for a job. You trying to figure out how to work for somebody else. You got to figure out how to work for yourself. You better figure out how to create an income for yourself, because right now it's all about self. It's all about you taking care of yourself. People are not being selfish right now. People think other people are being selfish because they've closed their doors, or they not out here loaning people money, or they not out here giving you stuff out of their house no more. They don't have it to give.
They got it, bro.
They're now holding on to everything they got as tight as they possibly can. I don't care if it's an old rug. They're going to keep that rug, even if they got to use it outside the front door as a doormat. Why? Because you don't know exactly how much a rug costs right about now. These things, everything we use, everything we need on a daily basis is getting expensive. It's getting expensive. If you feel like you're getting priced out, you are, because everything's been going up. Because remember, while you're trying to get these jobs, everything has a trickle effect. You can't get the job because the job has already been taken. The job that you want, the job that you feel you qualify for, because of the fact that you feel as though that you don't want to work no low-paying job. You're not going to work at no McDonald's. You're not going to work in no factory. You're not going to work in nobody's mom and pop's little ice cream shop. You're not going to do none of that. Why? Because for the mere reason that's beneath you, and they don't bring in enough money. But the thing about it is where you want to work, that money has already been designated to the owner, and the corporates. America is keeping their money. They're not trying to give that money out anymore. They're taking them jobs and they're giving them to the robots. People are getting laid off. People can't afford to stay afloat with the tariffs and everything that's coming effect. You see what is happening. You cannot be walking around here sleepwalking. You got.
Guys, what more needs to be said? If you're somebody going through it right now, how often, listen, I know you come to these, these platforms to be entertained or just to kind of hear about it, but okay, great, I'm learning that everything is bad right now, but guys, if you're holding on to everything and you ain't got it to give, that's not the way it's supposed to be. Life is supposed to be lived, man. I wanted to be able to afford enough. I mean, to be able to make enough to afford a house and a home, something for my family, and be able to give amongst the people, be able to give amongst the community. It's not like that right now. 30 years old, bro. It's hard to even qualify for a house. It just is. Okay, well, you should have got more qualifications. You're right. You're probably right, but I didn't. So at the end of the day, I'm out here thinking like, man, what can I do personally? And that's why I picked up trading. Trading is something that's been beneficial for me. It's allowing me to eat, put gas in my car, paying my car note, and paying my life insurance, things like that. I do make some money trading right now. I'm going to scale this thing up. That's where I'm at right now. Because at the end of the day, I don't have to rely on nobody, and I don't have to sell anybody anything to make money, because people are untrustworthy, or they don't trust you, and people don't want to spend money on things that they don't want to spend money on. It just is what it is. So I figured out a way to be able to make money without needing people, but in hopes to be selfish enough for long enough to be able to give expeditiously, right? It's just to the point to where drastic times call for drastic measures. And that's just where we are right now. But a lot of people are asleep. A lot of people are chilling. Hey man, as long as I got my Xbox or my PC or I got my Netflix, I'm good. And I'm not hating on them for that, but there's going to come a point in time where, or hopefully there doesn't come a point in time, but if there comes a point in time where things are being slowly taken, your rights are slowly being taken away from you, your opportunities are slowly being taken away from you, your threshold for what you're going to take starts to dwindle. It's not good.
To open your eyes to see. But right now, so many people are still sleepwalking. This is why you're going to these jobs and you're putting in 70, 80 applications. You're even waking up out your bed and walking right to your table in your kitchen, and you're sitting at that table for hours and hours and hours on that computer, wasting time putting in applications, reaching out to other people to work for them, instead of trying to build some type of a website where you can work for yourself. Get yourself some merch, put something on there, do something that you need to do to be able to create some type of income so you can eat. So you can be the boss of your own company. This is where we're headed, y'all. This is where we're headed. Even though it's a shame to say so, that we would not believe that we would be right here to the point where you're reaching out for help and help is not there. Help is not there. Wake up. You're sleepwalking. You're totally sleepwalking. Some of you just.
So let's go ahead and read some of these comments on what some people are saying, right? I'm going to like a few of them. It says, I've been laid off for a year and a half now. If I did not create my own hustle, I'd be homeless. Just keep speaking truth, right? That one deserves a like for sure. Somebody says a job is better than jail. That's true to some people. Some people it's not. It says, this is the day the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. Amen to that. Okay, my family sadly is asleep to what's happening and is delusional, man. I feel like a lot of people know this one. Let's see what this one says. This is why I don't look down for people for how they get money as long as they're not harming anybody, etc. This is one reason people become entrepreneurs and get their own business, because they don't pay enough in jobs, are not stable. A lot of people join this space for those exact reasons, but I personally joined that space for control. I want to be able to set my own hours, do what I want to do. I know it's going to take some work to get there, but that's just where I'm at with it. But then look what happened with COVID and how many of their small businesses, how many people lost their small businesses. Then unemployment is nothing, and I can't see these words. Then unemployment is nothing and is nowhere near enough to pay rent. People have to do what they have to do to not be on the street, period. And what used to be simple is not simple in 2026. That's a major fact. It is not enough to pay rent, etc. It is not worth it, in my opinion. Rent is in the thousands, and nobody has time for crumbs. Rent and mortgages don't care. They have to be paid every month on time. Says who? Not facts. You definitely need to be paying your rent, especially if you have family, especially if you have children. You know, these children do not deserve to suffer. But there is a mental illness that comes with that if all you're doing is being a work slave to provide for your loved ones. Okay, yes, I made mistakes in my life and I had children. Or yes, I maybe had my children a little too early. Or maybe I'm even married. I did make a mistake and I had children at a great time, but I'm just going through hardships. Being a work slave is something that nobody wants to experience or be. Right? It's so much going on right now that the economy needs entrepreneurs. We need each other. We need to rely on each other, build each other. But the problem I'm starting to realize is that more people are relying on the system than relying on each other, and that's why the government is way more powerful than it needs to be. Okay? Can't even buy a rug. It's so expensive. Now that's crazy. Thank you for this message. You're right. The choice to ignore is what's happening. You are speaking the truth. All right, guys, let's just get back to the video. I'm going to scroll a little bit more to the end to see how she ends this off, but she's speaking facts. A lot of people are agreeing with her, but at the same time, how many people are actually doing something about it? Liking the comments or leaving comments and agreeance is one thing, but actually taking a revolutionary stance, and I'm not talking any physical violence, I'm talking about just economic revolution, where we're going to take our money and we're going to build our own communities amongst ourselves to undermine the government in as much as possible so that they don't become totalitarian or take over or control us, is what people should start to do.
No, they're not knowing how to create anything, not knowing how to make, not knowing which way to go, which way to turn. Sleepwalking, waking up, just walking around all day long, trying to think of what you could do to help build somebody else. Never once, I bet you, did you stop to think, what can you do to create an income to build you, to build yourself? You forgot the job. You are the job. You are the job. You are the one that creates. You are the one that went to that job every day and worked hard. You are the one that was there 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes early. You are the one that showed your loyalty. But these jobs have no loyalty to you. But you got to wake up in order to see it. You've been walking sleep too long. Right now, anybody that don't see what's going on right now, you got to be blind. You're walking around with blinds on. You choose not to see. You choose to be a victim because there's no reason to be a victim now because things are being done blatantly right in front of your face. So open your eyes and stop sleepwalking and shake yourself and get yourself together. Get your two pieces on and get in front of that computer and use it for your benefit. Don't use it to benefit somebody else's company. Use it for your benefit. If you don't have a job right now and you understand my voice, start benefiting yourself. Start figuring out how you're going to create something that you can do on the internet or out in this world, this big old world. How can you feed yourself?
And with that being said, guys, we're going to end it here. Remember, go ahead to ericjamesofficial.com. I have a solution for a lot of people, and I have two solutions. Well, they can really be combined, but one of them is a paid solution that you get more things, and then one of them is a free solution where you can start learning how to trade, and we give you free trading signals. It's all free. Okay, we're down to help people, and we know people are, struggling out there. So if you're willing to take a risk with the money you have, that's all you have to do is put your money in your broker account, and we'll get you started. Till next time, Too Tall out.